Electric Playground. We're just about to find out about Sherwood Dungeon, which is a free-to-play MMO that was created by a dude in his basement. I'm not kidding. Here he is with Brianna to tell us all about the game.
Sherwood Dungeon is celebrating its 6th year anniversary, and this is the one-man team behind the game. Gene, did you ever think 6 years later that this is where you would be?
No, I mean, it's been a crazy run. It started off as a hobby that I was working on in the evenings while I was working in a day job as a technical art director at Radical. And it just kind of grew. The idea behind it was just basically just to keep the game live as I was developing it, and surprisingly, it developed a following.
Let's talk a little bit about Sherwood Dungeon and what makes it different from all the other MMOs.
When it's a free-to-play MMO, it's actually free-to-play. You don't even have to register. You come in, you type in a name, and you're playing the game. We generate the revenue off of advertising, and so that means it takes the pressure off of the players to feel they have to buy into a virtual currency system or something like that. So when we say free, we mean it.
How do you take fan feedback and implement it into the game?
I made a statement right on the website saying basically the game's never going to be finished. By keeping it live, of course, players come in and they'll give me feedback. It's not any kind of an official process, but there's this constant dialogue going on between me and the players over the types of things that we should be looking at next.
You're celebrating your 6th year anniversary this year. What have you done to kind of thank the players for playing for so long?
Well, one of the things that we did was introduce the Prophecy of Bane quest series. And basically this is a quest series that allows you to follow an entire story forward until you ultimately face a dragon, basically the largest and most ancient dragon in Sherwood, and also come up against the Dark Blood, which are basically an evil cult of warriors that you have to face at the same time.
What else do you have planned for the players?
Well, one of the things that we like to do is we keep a live version of the game, but we also keep a test version where all of the active development takes place in. Players can log into the development server and give me feedback in terms of how they feel that the update is working out.
For people who haven't played Sherwood Dungeon, how can we encourage them to at least go try it out?
Well, one of the nice things about Sherwood is that much of the game you can access very, very quickly. It's the type of game that you can come in a couple of minutes a day and you can play, have a good time, maybe get into a battle with another player. It's about timing and skill much more than it is about how much time you've spent and devoted to the game.
Going into this, what was your goal with creating Sherwood Dungeon?
I knew I wanted to make a fantasy MMO, but other than that, it really was just to see how far I could get. This has already succeeded well beyond my wildest expectations, and really I have the players to thank for that, and they were the ones that really carried on and continued with the support and the encouragement over the years.
You can play Sherwood Dungeon online for free anytime. Now take a look at some features.